We're now back in the kitchen helping you save this holiday season. About half an hour ago, we showed you Jody's holiday treats on a budget. Now it's Justin Gavinet's turn. They're both home economists with the Alberta Human Ecology and Home Economics Association. So, Justin, let's start off with chocolate chips because chocolate quite expensive out there, and you can make it yourself.
Yes, a lot of people don't know this, but all you need is cocoa powder, sugar, a little bit of milk, vanilla, and a fat. So in this case, what I did was I used coconut oil, and then you just quickly melt it all together, and then you can put it in a mold. I did not do that, but you definitely could. The chocolate works really well, and it melts excellently.
Now, that is a great idea. Just a little bit of time and planning can go a long way to save yourself some money.
Absolutely.
And I really like this quiche you got set up here. Now, take a look at the chocolate chips, the savings that you have there. Homemade. You can see it on your screen.
Makes a huge
62
difference.
cents for 100 grams. That is pretty awesome in the savings department. You've got the quiche here, too. How does this work?
Yeah, so you can make a quiche 1,000 different ways. I used mine in the muffin inserts, and the specific thing that made this a little bit different is we used a melted butter pastry. So usually, traditionally, that pastry is cut in, so it's a cold fat that's added into the flour. In this case, it's melted, and what I found is it was incredibly fail-proof. Me being a teacher as well is like, kids can do this, and if my kids can do it, then anyone can do it. But yeah, no, and then it's just eggs, cream, scallions, and a whole bunch of cheeses to do it, and then it's baked for half an hour, and it's honestly saves a lot of money.
Oh, that sounds great too, and just a little extra planning because what you're paying for is the convenience when you go to the store.
Absolutely,
including with eggnog. We're not ignoring the bar just because we have high school teachers here. Tell us about the eggnog.
So this eggnog is based on Martha Stewart's recipe, where she has about 4 to 5 different types of liqueurs in it. This one does not; it's currently virgin. But usually with eggnog, it is tempered eggs with cream and in some cases milk. For this one, I just did milk. I find sometimes, especially store-bought eggnog, it's very viscous or very thick, and I personally don't like that. So I always like to water it down with milk anyways. So what I did with this one was I just tempered it with just whole milk and some skim, and then I just tempered it with the eggs, and it was beautiful. It came out perfectly.
Yeah, and there you go. As you can see on your screen, 75 cents per serving you're saving by making yourself. Now let's get to the main event because we had people texting about the popcorn even in the last segment. So tell us about the popcorn we have here in this enormous bowl.
Yeah, so this is my personal recipe. So it's called Bailey's Caramel Popcorn. And essentially you're making a caramel with corn syrup, butter, brown sugar, and some flavorings. And then you add in the Bailey's. Now, the key thing about this recipe is when you are making the caramel, depends on how long you cook it. So if you cook it, if you like a caramel popcorn that's a little bit crunchier, you want to cook that into the hardball stage, it's called. Whereas if you want a little bit ooier, gooier kind of caramel popcorn that I personally like, that you always cook it to about a softball stage. So that's about 7 to 8 minutes on medium-high heat. And then depending on your preference in terms of Bailey flavor versus Bailey's being in there, if you add it into the caramel in the cooking process, the alcohol will cook off.
Right.
But if you add it right after you take it off the heat, and depending on how much Bailey's you add, it will stay in there. So this one, I had I think it was about 60 mils or a quarter cup of Bailey's in there, and I added it both in the cooking process and the after process.
Okay, that sounds great. It's a lot to take in. I'm sure you've seen something on the table here that you would like to make at home, and we do have the recipes for you. First of all, thank you both for being here. This is a fantastic way to save some money, but not skimp on the taste either. So this is great stuff. Thank you for your efforts. All the recipes will be available on our website, ctvnewsedmonton.ca. Happy holidays. Good luck with the rest of the week as we go into break here.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be fun.